Alright, so this is just a quick build showcase, right? So I started out playing this playtest as a Totem Archer, which it's an okay class, but it's not really viable until you get 40 talent points, so I think it's better to start out as a Mage, best starting class in the game. Pyro Mage, highest DPS in the game. Farm Totem, then you're good to go, but this build showcase is going to show Great Sword, right? So I can solo every dragon in the game except for the Skeletal Dragon with this build. And I did that with plate armor and a greatsword. I'm using hunter gear right now because it's just what I'm at. But I was soloing this yesterday on stream, and I was able to solo Mound Drake, Ember Drake, and Arboreal Drake. The dragons that are very, very strong, right? Normally you wouldn't be able to solo those creatures. So currently, the enchantments I'm running with, it's better to do mana regeneration and then whatever resistances you need, right? Since the Arboreal Dragon doesn't use, he doesn't really use the poison, right? You can just sit under his neck and his poison breath won't hit you because of the hitbox. So you can use swordsmanship proficiency in all your gear. You can put on your necklace as well. Makes it so your swordsmanship abilities do a lot of damage. Then on Greatsword, I like accuracy because they have a very high dodge chance. They're going to dodge most of your abilities, and cooldown reduction. Bloodlust is the key to this build. This is most of your healing. You're not going to have to use that many bandages because your Bloodlust is going to heal you a lot. Counter-Strike pairs well with Bloodlust because every time you block a melee attack from the dragon, you automatically attack him. That auto attack that you do, that applies Bloodlust. So these two passives really help each other. Then Overpower, because this ability makes it so that their dodge chance doesn't matter. For 8 seconds, and there's only an 11-second downtime on it, my auto attacks can't miss. So if I start getting a little low HP, I'll activate this and make it so I can heal more reliably. Then I have Swipe, which is just standard AoE. These are just standard AoEs you use to farm mobs. So you have Slashing Wave, Eviscerate, Whirlwind, and Swipe. Swipe is a knockback, circular AoE on Whirlwind, and then forward AoE. Slashing is got a little bit of range on it. Eviscerate basically is melee range. It says the cone length is 2, it's basically melee range. Now, when you're just out in the world farming mobs with this, I like to drop Overpower and take Shockwave for the stun, because sometimes when you're fighting a large group of mobs, they'll CC you. Using Shockwave stuns them for a second so you can auto attack, and then you hit like 7, 8, 9 NPCs at once. Each one you're hitting with your auto attack is healing you, so you can heal like 900 HP in one auto attack if you're surrounded by enough monsters. And then I like to take Battle Leap just in case I have to get away like I go into. For attributes on this, I went 18 Con, 18 Perception, 18 Strength, and then I took this talent page to increase it. So, very mana-hungry class. You definitely want mana regeneration. The intelligence is only because I wanted the extra mana regen. I take Crit Chance, Perception, Critical Damage, another point in Perception, and a lot of these dragons have a lot of armor, and since I don't really need to be much tankier with this class, I can just focus on damage. So I went for 100 Armor Pen, Dexterity, 20% Armor Pen. Then in the Strength category, I take Physical Armor, Strength, 5% Physical Armor, Strength, 2-handed weapons, deal an extra 200 accuracy and 60% extra damage, and then 2-handed mastery, as well as armor efficiency and armor mastery, because most of the time I'm in this build, I'm in plate armor. Those armor values are very high. The reason I take magical armor and percent magical armor instead of fortitude is also because those percentages are very high. It's very rare I'll be CC chained because I'm a constitution build, so I don't really need fortitude since fortitude is already quite high. Alright, now I'm gonna start some music and quickly show you how fast I can kill this guy. So this is a 3-minute and 49-second song. I bet you we don't even finish a song before soloing this guy. I'm not using Swipe because if you knock him back, you might make it so his poison breath hits you. So, see how I'm positioned right under his neck? The way the hitbox on that dragon breath works, everything in front of his face is going to get hit by it. So if you just sit under his neck, Poison Breath won't hit you. I'm not using Swipe for that purpose. Like, if I use Swipe right there and then use Poison Breath, I would be in a little bit of trouble. Alright, I need to heal more, and I have plenty of mana, so I'm going to use my Overpower. Ooh, 1066 Slashing Wave, that's beautiful. If I start getting too low, I can start using my bandages. I'm just trying to conserve them, because I'm going to be here for a long time. I don't think I'm going to even have to use a single bandage. Bloodlust and Counterstrike are healing me plenty. Yeah, I'm just going to not use any bandages. Epic Divine Reward. I just got one of those from the last one as well. Huh. An Orb of Restoration. Oh, that's funny. Alright, so, as you can see, this build is very strong. It lets you solo pretty much everything in the game, except for the Skeletal Dragon. Don't try to fight the Skeletal Dragon solo. You need a healer for that, otherwise you're gonna lose.